My name is Lozien Jarvis, and the name of our company is ELM Trading. We manufacture engine protection systems for the mining, construction and transport industry. We also have an engineering department which we do in-house as well as outsourced services. My designation, I'm the owner of the company. I've established the company in June 2018 and we've been running now for 7 years. So our engineering department has been operational for a year and a half. Yeah, and the journey was quite challenging and exciting as well. We specialize mostly in hydraulic components. We are busy diversing into tool die making. Due to the fact that we only just started our engineering department, we are outsourcing our tool and die at the moment. But due to the strict accreditation required to be able to supply to OEMs and to much larger corporations, we are busy with our ISO accreditation. So for us, our process was to first get ourselves familiar with what are the regulations required to be able to manufacture as well as supply to the public and also to the local economy. Definitely, of course, there are challenges for women, especially as we have to prove that we must work much harder to prove our technical and leadership abilities. But my main focus was to focus on credibility by building credibility by being consistent in providing quality products. And due to the fact that we are so busy with our everyday lives, society as well as our personal lives, to keep a balance between the two, running a fully dominated engineering company in this industry can be quite daunting. But if you persist and you do not shy away from asking for support, you can persevere and you can persist. And this challenges also extend beyond gender. It's we look at small businesses. All small businesses, regardless of who owns them, sit with these challenges as well. And for us, it's you need to adhere to buying power. You need to put the pressure on pricing because you're competing with well-resourced, much larger corporates. And for any emerging enterprise, it's quite a challenge every day, regardless of who owns it. So for us, it's just to focus on being persistent, providing high quality products and proving that you're credible in the industry as well. We met up with the PtSA through the AIDC. So we are in partnership with the AIDC through our ISO accreditation. They are assisting us with that process. And we were introduced, and through PtSA, I can just commend them for the support they've given us. We've been busy with their enterprise development programs, especially the intervention program, which was very pivotal for us to implement into our engineering workspace. It gave us the support to be able to expand our workshop space, implement quality standards, and also be able to compete on a very competitive international level. It's very invaluable that the PtSA has given us support and given us, especially as a growing business going into a competitive market or trying to break into a competitive market. The intervention program is basically a tool guide, a framework to be able to, for any emerging business, to be able to build a foundation. And this foundation is to give you the tools needed to be able to supply to a well-resourced corporate, to be able to provide high precision quality products, to be able to implement quality standards in your industry, in your workspace as well, because the program opened up many doors for us to be able to. Prior to this, we just gone every day by, we call it in Afrikaans, maakaplan. So you came to work, and if there's a problem, you maakaplan. And for us, with the intervention program, it opened us to say, listen guys, you need to be able to have a strict structure to be able to compete on an international level. You need to have this process in place, and that's what the program has opened up for us. So the positive of the program was giving us the tools, not only the theoretical guidance, but the tools to be able to implement quality standards, which is very necessary, especially if you need to adhere to some accreditation requirements in the industry. You need to be able to make use of this program because it was a pivotal change for us. The program also gave us access to markets. It gave us a mentorship. It opened up network opportunities which otherwise weren't available for small businesses. So through the PtSA, we were given so much support, not only to be implemented in our workshop, but also to be able to market your product, market your business, give visibility, credibility in the marketplace. I would encourage a lot of emerging companies that are struggling to be able to penetrate the market. Take up a program with PtSA. You'll start a foundation to be able to penetrate the market. You have a foundation to start up and not only supply to your local economy, but also to be able to compete with international, and also to adhere to their practices as well. When we initially started the enterprise program, I incorporated my staff and I engaged with them and said, listen guys, for us to be able to grow in our department, we need to be able to lay standards and foundations and practices down so we can align with processes required from us. So we first started with a training program. We had consultants come in from PtSA, the WBA is a program that also in conjunction with the WBA. They came in, they sat with the staff and they explained to them what the process were, and I was so happy that my staff engaged with the members, because usually from top down, when you implement processes, bottom feels like there's a lot of work that needs to be done. They are very resistant to it, but with my staff members, they were very open to that concept and also to the training. So from that perspective, my staff was very open to it. It's still very tedious because there's a lot of processes, a lot of paperwork, a lot of changes to be made, because everybody was set in their ways of how to do things. But now with this training program, it assisted them now to be able to use the tools to be able to work efficiently and cost effective as well. So happy of how far we've come, and I'm so excited for what lies ahead. And for us is going forward with the AIDC with PtSA, there's a lot of opportunities for us still to be able to network, to be able to get great visibility with our enterprise, and to also be able to showcase to the local economy that we can provide high precision quality products made locally in South Africa by small agile woman-led teams.